Hey people, I'm just throwing this out here for ideas because I'm going to do this. This is basically one of the things I think is really annoying about the perk chart is the lack of going past a certain point, right? So you got the certain perks, and then Bethesda didn't expand on them at any point or add. I think somebody did something where you could craft chems with traits and the or skit whatever that would add some pluses and minuses and shit. So I'm kind of thinking along the same way. So the first thing I did, which screws up the icon a little bit, I don't know why. It doesn't change anything, like besides adding more ranks to the stupid perk, but I'm just gonna live with it. Um, like I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know where that one come. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure that one out. So anyway, basically I added it to. So once you get to 10, you're at 10 charisma, right? Well, I made it so you can do 10 more. No level requirements. I'm thinking about it, but I'm actually thinking of putting a level requirement on it just so it shows, so you know you can keep going. Um, like at the bottom, it would say a requirement of a level, like it does down here. Required charisma 1, charisma 2, charisma 5, and then if you go up, it requires levels. So I'm thinking of requiring level 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Just cause, nothing set in stone on that. So the first one that I did and that I got to work and that I was testing with is I did Black Widow, and this one does the same thing back and forth whether you're a man or a woman, to vice versa. And now you notice it has 5 ranks, and that's, by the way, this can't go past 10 stars. They're fucking, I hate this stuff. 10 stars seems to be the limit on these things. So even if I made these perks go up to 10 or 11, you'd only get 10 stars on them. So Black Widow, you get the normal 5% damage in combat, easier to persuade. 10% damage in combat, easier to persuade, also easier to pacify, 15%, and then we hit the fun ones. Jezebel. Men now suffer 25% damage in combat and a 15% chance to inflict massive bleed damage by aiming for the vulnerable points. You still retain all the other benefits that you have, right? In this one, and it's a massive amount of damage, hence why it requires a charisma 11, level 24. It's a I don't remember, but it scales up with one of your things. I think it's gonna scale up with strength because it's bleed damage, but it's a 15% chance to beat the crap out of them. And then the next perk is Wasteland Feminazi. And this is where I'm going to start playing with. I think I'm going to try to add 1 to 2 perks to a lot of the different perk categories. And this adds a downside, but a massive upside. So men now suffer 45% damage in combat. Men have a chance to flee in terror at your presence, and you still retain the inflict bleed damage. And deals 25% less damage to women. There's your pullback. But women are easier to persuade in conversation, so you actually get the bonus you get from the male version of this. It's the same one. It's the same as the 3rd rank upgrade. So it's the same as this one. I can't remember what the exact thing is. It's some whatever. They're easier to play in combat. I think it's like twice as easy or something. But you do less damage to them. But you do massive more damage to men. So I'm thinking along those lines with a lot of other things. Like if when I get to Iron Fist, punching attacks do 20% more damage to your opponent. Well, you've got 4 stupid things of that. Well, let's go up one. When you do double damage, we'll do, instead of double, 125% damage, but you deal 25% less damage with guns. The next one would be 50% less damage with guns and 50% less accuracy. And I'm kind of liking how that would go, and I'm like, it'd be like barbarian, but lower your intelligence maybe. I can actually put those type of things in there where you could lose -1 to your intelligence, do an extra bunch of damage. And I kind of like those just because it gives you a little more options to go for. Actually, I was watching his video about perks, and I have a friend who just was getting some help with perks on the thing, and it kind of made me thinking about the perks in this game, and that there's a lot we can actually do pre-scripting. There's actually a phenomenal amount we can do pre-scripting. So I don't know. There's some of them that I don't know if I will change anything to. Excuse me. There's some easy ones with Animal Friend. I don't know if these will be as easy because you have companions with you all the time, but I'm pretty sure I can add a perk that would change the player ally faction to be allies with animals. So third or fourth perk could be that, and but by doing so, you could lower your chance to persuade people in conversation because you're an animal. I don't know, crap like that. You could just, I don't know. There's a lot of fun that they messed up on. There's some things that I'm probably not going to be able to do that I want to do, and there's other things that might be too OP. But I mean, people can come up with ideas. Like think and remember, you guys, when you come up with ideas, if I tell you no, I can't do that, I'm not like you're mine or whatever. Fucking, I'm gonna tell you fuck off. I'm not gonna put that much effort into it. There's a lot of things that take a lot of fucking effort to do, and it just depends. And there's some things that take scripting, and there's some things that I just don't know how to do. But think about it this way: if there's a perk or if there's an ability in the game, if there's an armor add-on, if there's something, you can add it to any of this shit, and you can modify any of it, and you can modify it in both directions. So I don't know. There could be, I mean, like you can add weight to weapons. You can increase weapon fire speed. You can do anything you want with the perks that you can do with anything else. So there's a decent amount of shit that you can change around on this. So I think it's something that I'm not going to be going super hardcore on as far as like it's going to be out tomorrow, like I normally do when I release one of these videos. But it's definitely something I'm going to be tweaking with here and there because it takes a decent amount of work to. It took, I think, 12 reloads just to figure out why the charisma one wouldn't even load sometimes. Even though it's just duplicating what they did, you do have to change a lot of shit. And then the same thing with Wasteland Feminazi. I didn't realize I had left all the level requirements at 22, and so it wouldn't even load the perk screen. I'm like, what? Like, you actually had to upgrade the level requirements on the stupid thing, at least by one. And I just did it by 24, 28, whatever. I don't know. Just thoughts on shit. There's I'm figuring with any of the gun ones, if I go past it on the guns, I'm gonna start inflicting penalties for other things. Especially if they're I don't know, like if see a hacker and stuff. I don't know what I would do past hackers. I could probably do things when you successfully hack, you gain something, temporary boost, that kind of crap. The like the high science one, I can probably do something with for some fun that then it would lower your, like, chemist. If you go past chemist, I can actually make chems last longer but lower your strength while chems are active. Basically, by making you more nerdy, you lose. Like I like the cause and effect, and I kind of want to make them to the point where they don't cancel each other out, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to make it so you could take one of these perks and gain a massive boost, take one of these perks, gain a massive boost, and the basically net even is they canceled each other out. I kind of want to make it so that you're always losing something that you can't get back in another perk, if that makes sense. So it makes people think about which perks they're taking past the ones we have now in the game. Part of this was brought on by the fact that you can just level up so far. People are grinding out levels like crazy, and then, your characters start to feel homogenous because you've got all these stupid perks, and you hit level 100, and it's kind of feeling like, well, I've got all the shit that I need. What else am I going to do to become more specialized with my character? And I think this is one of those things that will add to that. So, I don't know. I think that's about it. Uh, the ideas that I'm really looking forward to, like Black Widow's easy, and so is the opposite one of it, whatever the hell, the Lady Killer. It's just the same thing, except for it's called like Chris Brown. um, the was there's a chance enemies split. Like there's certain ones that just the last ones are kind of weird. Like what do I do with Cap Collector 4? Make it so you can invest 1,500 caps to raise the store's buying capacity. Like, I make it so, buying and selling prices are now much better. Like, what else do I do with this one? That's where I start to wonder. Toughness. Toughness is a fun one, because I think I would actually up the damage resistance, but lower your overall health. Just cause I'm thinking about that. Like, I like the idea of having more toughness as far as that, and then offsetting it so obviously the toughness takes over for the health, but making you think about if you want to do that choice. I don't know. I don't know what I would do for some of these. It's just like Life Giver, more health, regenerate lost health faster, but regenerate VAT slower. That could be interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of just like winging ideas. Like that's what I'm basically gonna do. I'm just gonna hit the idea. I'm just gonna hit these. Like, see, chem resistant is it's two parts. This one I'm gonna change. Um, I think I'm gonna do a 25, 50, 75, 100, and then I'm gonna add different variables into this one because a 1-2 punch is kind of stupid. I don't know. It feels dumb on that one. I gotta look at this one to see how they do the arcs. I do like the arcs. Um, but see, like this one's an easy. This one's a fun one, right? Demolition explosion. You're supposed to not do double damage. I believe there's an easy way because things are tagged with the explosive tag. I believe there's a way to make it so that when you do um, uh, when your explosives do double damage, I think there's probably a way to make them do Merv type, like my grenades, how they spawned into more grenades. I think there's because well, barring the specifics, basically, if you have the perk up to 5, let's say, every time you throw a grenade, there's a chance when it explodes, it pops out 2 more grenades that explode as well. That would be a cool perk. Like, just, I don't know, I mean, crazy shit. It's just kind of, I mean, not even that crazy. It's kind of fun. And this one's stupid. 2 again. Like, you could have some more fun with this one. Like, gain 2 intelligence, you know, now plus 3 intelligence and perception between the hours. Like, make it so you do more damage to people in the night. Make it so you, I don't know, move faster at night. Be vampire-y shit. Oh, when you attack people at night, you have a chance to steal some of their health. I don't know. Have some fun. What in there? A cannibal perk though. I'm gonna have to go through like all the. Yeah, there is. So like I could tie it in then, so the restore health thing, whatever. Okay, I'm done. It's just that's it. So yeah, ideas, throw them out there, whatever. I'll probably do some update videos on this throughout the week. I know we've got a Halo energy sword to put in, and I gotta start working on that melee overhaul crap, and then we got a UMP coming up. That's gonna be fun. I haven't really messed with an actual gun. If anybody noticed, the Thumper only had one movable part or like one interchangeable part. So we got to figure out how scopes work and crap, which shouldn't be too hard. I think it's just built into the actual scopes, and I think we're just going to use the in-game scopes. We might color change them to match the UMP, but otherwise, you know, whatever. All right, where the fuck's my stop button? See you guys.